Cinco, owner of the revolutionizing energy company Make It Green, which was responsible for the invention of the process to turn waste into fuel for machines, donates $100 million to Hinabang para sa Katauhan Foundation.
Life is a journey all of us must be willing to take. In life, we are dealt with varying cards. There are those who are dealt with good cards, and there are those who are dealt with worse. These cards, however, do not determine the trajectory of our lives. The cards that we are dealt with is something that we should make the most out of. That is how I lived my life.
Ay, panibagong araw, panibagong pagsubok na naman aking tatahakin. Basura dito, basura doon. Kahit ito naman ang kaharap ko, alam kong may pag-asang darating sa aking mga palad. Marami-rami rin na nakolekta kong bote na pwede kong pagkakakitaan. Dadalasan ko pa talaga magpunta dito para mabawasan ang mga nakakalat na basura. May pambili na talaga ako notebook para sa eskwela.
Manong, ikaw na po nakuha mga bote. Ikaw na po makuha dito.
Nako iyo, ang dami na nakolekta mo ngayon ah. Dahil dyan, bibigyan kita ng 100 pesos.
Maraming salamat po, Manong. Totoo nga pong may pera sa basura. Hindi lahat ng tao nakamansin ng halaga nito, ngunit napakasaya ko dahil nagamit ko ng tama ang kapaligiran at likas na yaman.
Magandang umaga po, miss. May notebook po ba kayo?
Yes, 18 pesos po.
Isang notebook po, miss. Maraming salamat.
Kung hindi dahil sa perang nakuha ko mula sa pangalakal, hindi siguro ako makakabili ng notebook. Sana, hindi na ako papagalitan ni ma'am.
Good day, class. Today we are going to talk about philosophy. So, what can you say about the word philosophy? Yes, Nika? It's about the holistic being of a person. Thank you, Nika. Oh, Mr. Amsinko, late ka na naman. At hindi ka pa naka-uniforme. Sus, isang warning na lang at iba pupunta na kita sa Prefect of Discipline's office.
Pasensya na po, miss. Isa lang po kasi uniforme ko at nilabahan pa yun ni mama. Wala pa po kaming budget pang uniforme kaya sana'y maintindihan niyo po kami. Nay, tay, nakauwi na po ako.
O anak, sana yung kinita mo sa pangangalakal?
Oo nga, para pang mabili na tayo ng ulam.
Pinili ko po ng notebook para pang eskwela. Pinagalitan nga po ako kasi wala na naman akong uniform.
Babat sumasagot ka na ha? Salamat ka nga't pinag-aral ka namin kahit mahirap lang tayo. Bigay mo yung pera sa mama at makabili na tayo ng pagkain.
Pero nay,
Pero walang pero. Gusto mo bang magutom kayo ng mga kapatid mo? Ha?
Konting sakripisyo mo na tayo, anak. Naway, intindihin mo muna yung ina at sitwasyon natin.
I came from a poor family. That was the card that I was dealt with. It was a reality that I wasn't going to have the financial support to live my youth in comfort. Despite our situations, despite hindrances towards our goals, we should always ask ourselves, what's next? What should we do? We shouldn't be agonizing over what cannot be controlled and instead focus on what can be. We should make use of what's around us. We should be resourceful. We should be prudent.
Yan.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Rafael. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Rafael, nakita kita kanina doon sa likod ng paaralan. Namumulot ng mga basura. Ginagawa mo ba yun araw-araw?
Oo, ma'am. Itulog po kasi ang parang papaalam ng pagkakayanan.
Alam mo ba, Rafael, nakikita ko ang yumao kong ama sa iyo. Pareho kayong namumulot ng mga basura para may pangtustos sa pang-araw-araw. Ginawa ng ama ko ang lahat-lahat upang maitaguyod kaming magkakapatid. Dugo at pawis ng kanyang inialay para magpangtustos kami at para mapakapagtapos kami ng pag-aaral. Kaya ako ay na-inspire sa iyong kwento nung nakita kita namumulot ng mga basura.
Oo, mama. Sa katunayan, ibinigay ko ang aking pera sa aking mga magulang. Medyo labag na ito sa aking kalooban, ngunit kailangan ko din magsakripisyo. Kaya na ginawa ng aking mga magulang para sa aming magkakapatid.
Alam kong hinusgahan kita noon dahil hindi ka nagsusuot ng kompletong uniforme, ngunit ngayon na alam ko na ang iyong pinagdadaanan na sitwasyon, gusto ko sanang tulungan ka sa iyong pag-aaral kahit man lang sa isang simpleng paraan.
Pero ma'am, wala pa po akong mabibigay na kapalit sa inyo po.
Huwag kang mag-alala, iho. Makita ko lang na makapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral at mag-aral ng mabuti ay sapat na sa akin. Siguro ang pagtulong ko sa iyo ay misyon ko na at responsibilidad na ipinagkaloob sa akin ng Diyos, lalong-lalo na ngayon na may kakayahan na akong tumulong sa iba.
Maraming pong salamat, ma'am. Hulog po kayo ng langit. Sisiguruhin ko po talaga makapagtapos ng pag-aaral para maging proud sa akin aking mga magulang at pati na rin po sa inyo. Naway, gabayan po kayo ng Diyos at marami pa po kayong matulungan.
Of course, everything in life isn't up to us. There are those who are blessings, kind souls that uplift others. There are those who exercise their freedom to do good in this world. I am most grateful that I had encountered one.
Anak, nabalitaan ko kay Bebang na yung anak niya ay kukuha ng kursong nursing. Gusto ko sana sa'yo ay maging teacher dahil siguradong may kita roon. At magbibigay rin ng libreng scholarship yung gobyerno para sa mga mahihirap kung kukuha ka ng kursong edukasyon.
Para na rin hindi mabigat ang mga gastusin natin anak. Lalo-lalo na mag-high school na mga kapatid mo.
Ngunit may napili na po akong kurso. Nay, tay, gusto ko po maging environmental engineer. Hindi man po to. At teknolohiya na po ang gagamitin sa susunod na henerasyon.
Ano ka ba? Anong environment na yan at may pera ba dyan? Hindi ako papayag na pumili ka ng praktikal na trabaho dahil mahirap lang tayo. Huwag mo ang taasan yung pangarap mo.
Sabi raw ng iba, mahal daw ang environmental engineering na kurso anak. At isa pa dyan, mahal daw ang laptop niyan. Doon na lang tayo sa mas mura at anong kaya natin anak.
Hindi nga sabi, Rafael. Ako ang nagpalaki sa'yo, kaya ako rin magdidikta para sa kinabukasan mo. Sa huli, para rin naman ito sa kabubuti mo.
Nay, tay, alam ko pong mahirap ang pagdadaanan ko. Ngunit gagawin ko po ang lahat. Makamit na ang pangarap ko. Sa katunayan nga, nakapag-enroll na po ako sa UP Mindanao. Huwag ka maalala, Nay. Hanap po ako ng trabaho pang tustos sa mga kailangan ko. Wala na po ang karapatan, Nay. Malaki na po ako, oh. Alam ko pong mahirap po to. Gagawin ko po lahat para makuha po tong pangarap ko. Nirerespeto ko po ang inyong desisyon. Ngunit ako naman ngayon.
Go!
Rafael! Bumalik ka nga dito. Hindi pa tayo tapos mag-usap.
Pabayaan mo natin sa kanyang desisyon. Para na rin ito sa kanyang ikaliligaya.
Although it's important to take into account the opinions and insights of others, what's more important is that we shouldn't let them make our decisions for us. We are the captain of our respective ships in the voyage of life. We get to decide what unknown and treacherous waters we head to. We get to decide what risks to take. Taking up environmental engineering was a risk that I took. The environment and its many nuances was something that I was fascinated about.
Uy, uy, Rafael, I heard that you are very stressful nowadays. Pero okay lang yan. May solusyon ako dyan.
Shot! 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 Shot ka na, pre. One shot, take away your problems. Baka gusto mo ng siguradong solusyon, yung epektibo at subok na. Okay, kami.
Oo nga, may kamahalan. Pero madali lang ang pera dito. At makakatakas ka sa problema mong hindi matapos-tapos.
Ano? Tara! G! Woo! Let's go! Pasensya mga pare, hard pass ako dyan. Alam mo naman siguro tinutukoy ko, di ba? Hindi ka naman bobo, maliliman ko ang mga bagay na yan. Oo, alam ko yung mga ibig sabihin nyo, kasi hindi ako bobo. Pero may prinsipyo din ako, at hindi kaya ng konsensya ko na gumagamit ng mga bagay na iyan.
Ang bait mo naman pare, mabubusog ka ba sa konsensya at prinsipyo mo?
Do you think that you can live your life happily kung yan yung mindset mo? Mga tao na kagaya natin, normal at mahirap, wala natin yung panahon dyan para mag-inarte at unahin ng prinsipyo at konsensya. Kung mamamatay naman tayo na hindi masaya at nagugutom, wala akong pake kung mamamatay ako sa gutom. Kesa naman gamitin ko yung pera galing sa kasamaan.
Sus! Abende pare, nung una nagdalawang isip ako gumawa ng masama para sa aking pamilya.
Alam mo ang ano na pala ako? Wala. Namatayan na ako ng mama. Dahil sa letseng, prinsipyo at konsensya yan.
At simula noon, wala na akong paki sa dalawang yan para mabuhay. Anong magagawa ko? Bakit? Masama ba gumawa ng bagay na magpapakain sa ang pamilya? Siguro, sakripisyo ang tawag ko rito. Wala nang ibang magagawa at mapagpipilian, kundi ang kumapit o panoorin ang aking pamilya mamatay sa gutom.
Pasensya na, pre. Alam kong may mabigat ka din pinagdaanan sa buhay. Subalit, may iba't-ibang pa na sa buhay. At ang magagawa na lang natin ay magrespetuhan sa isa't isa. Cheers! Kampay!
All of us have friends. And of course, these friends may entice us to do certain things. In our lives, we have the tendency to be influenced and tempted by those around us. However, at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to us what decision or choice we're going to take or make. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. We should think about the possibilities of making particular choices in life. Taking risks, for example. There is nothing inherently wrong about taking a risk. However, what's wrong is when we take unnecessary risks that prove to cause our own detriment. In life, our challenges should be met by the best of ourselves. When given opportunities, we should seize them. We should cherish them. We should make the most out of them. That is how a life must be lived. In the things that we do, especially in the things that can prove to aid our betterment, we should always try to do what we can and meet these situations with perseverance, tenacity, and grit. After graduating, I immediately studied about a glaring problem that the world faced, which was plastic waste. Through the use of my extensive knowledge in biological and environmental engineering, I was able to synthesize a bacteria that could turn plastics and wastes into fuel, ultimately founding the company Make It Green. Throughout time, I gained notoriety, money, fame, and more. Using that success, I did my fair share of good in the world, doing what I can to financially support others who were similar to me back then.
Rafael ang Cinco, owner of the revolutionizing energy company Make It Green, donates $100 million to Hinabang para sa Katauhan Foundation.
Because of how my invention was made, fossil fuels were now slowly becoming a thing of the past. Oil tycoons right, left, and center were trying to buy my company so that they could run it down to the ground and keep their businesses running. There was actually one oil tycoon that wanted to buy it. The money was really tempting. I was faced with the decision to either take the money, look away, and let them destroy my company, or stand my ground, refuse, take the long road, but at the same time deal a lot of good by reducing waste and finding ways to utilize it. I chose the latter, and let's just say his response wasn't exactly a positive one. The gift of free will is that in this life, we can choose to be good or we can choose to be bad. We can choose what standards we hold ourselves to and what we will regard as important, honorable, and admirable. Through this, we get to answer the questions: what's important to me? How am I going to live and why? And most especially, what would I rather die for than betray? In this life, the only certain thing is death. Death is the most universal obstacle that we face. It's the one we can do the least about. At the very best, we can hope to delay it, and even then, we'll still succumb to it eventually. But that is not to say that it is not without value to us while we are alive. In the shadow of death, honing on what's important is easier, as are virtue, appreciation, and principles. Everything falls in its proper place and perspective. Why would you do the wrong thing? Why feel fear? Why let yourself and others down? Life will be over soon enough. Death chides us that we may as well do life right.